And we are back, folks. So I thought since I had the walkout I would dish up a bit of sweet and sour. So sweet and sour is basically my favourite Chinese dish. Sweet and sour chicken, sweet and sour pork, any of the two, bloody love them. So that's what we're going to do. We've got everything prepped up. We've got red pepper, yellow pepper, 1.5 onions and some finely julienned ginger, pineapple chunks and the syrup for the pineapple, some sugar, some tomato ketchup. Mr Red will love this, plenty of tomato ketchup in it. I know he loves tomato ketchup, he can't get enough of the stuff. Bit of dark soy and a wee bit of corn flour, slurry. Don't know why they call it slurry, because that's quite a minging term to describe it. Most days know what slurry is. It's basically fucking cow shit and cow piss. So I'm just getting a wee mix just now. And I've got a bit of pre-cooked chicken leg joints, the leg and the thigh. I've deboned them, skinned them, chopped them, marinated them in a wee bit of light soy sauce, sesame oil, white pepper and sugar. It's going to be bloody lovely. So Sarge has just dropped a wee recipe that sounds bloody lovely, pork chops, and I've only watched like 5-10 minutes of it because I wanted to get this done, but I've already seen him make a huge mistake, and when I say a huge mistake I mean a massive mistake. I saw him thinly slice potatoes to boil. So anybody that knows anything about potatoes, basically you either half potatoes or you quarter them, because potatoes just absorb water, they just suck water right in, especially hot water, boiling water, just suck it right in. So I've seen Sal's try to make mashed potatoes many a time. Well, he calls them mash, but they're no mash, they're liquidised kind of baby food puree kind of things, really wet and not appealing. No mashed potatoes anyway, not as I recognise mashed potatoes, or anybody else recognises mashed potatoes. So I'm actually looking forward to see how his mash turns out, because the past few times I've seen him making mash, or should I say liquidised baby food puree, they've been an absolute mess. So I'm going to make this. I'm going to heat up some of my lovely egg fried rice in the microwave, and maybe plate it up, go through and have that and enjoy watching Sarge's lovely chops. I looked at his chops look absolutely beautiful. I've not seen him cook them yet, but they look absolutely beautiful. What I did see him do was add like fucking £1/2 of butter to a pan, so I think he's aiming for a second heart attack. I think he's in training for heart attack number 2. But aye, so let's get this show on the road. I'm going to give my corn flour a wee stuff because it goes a bit thick and minging. Right, so as we're smoking, you see a wee bit of smoke coming to the pan. So firstly we're going to get our onions and peppers in there. Now I would have liked, if I'm honest, I would have liked a green pepper, but we didn't have any bloody green pepper. So we're using yellow, red, and basically yellow and red and onion. So we're going to get a wee bit of colour on these. Just let them sit. Aye, so we'll just let them sit and let them cook away. Some lovely, as I say, lovely cooked chicken. Really nice cooked chicken. And I'll have some of that for dinner tonight. It's going to be a late one tonight because it must be about 1:30, 2 o'clock already. Aye, so let's do this. We're just going to stir fry these in the old wok. Get a wee bit of colour on them. You don't want them pure soft, you don't want them soft as anything. You want a wee bit of crunch. A wee bit of crunch on your pepper and onion. Once that's got a bit of colour, I'll add the ginger. And then what I'm going to do is just transfer it into another pot, because if you add vinegar and stuff, most folk know if you add vinegar to your seasoned wok, it'll strip all your hard seasoning work that you've built up over the years on your wok. It'll just strip it. If you want to clean a wok, basically hot water, a wee bit of hot water, sponge, get a wipe out with kitchen paper at the end, and then get a wee oil, a wee like season with oil, and that keeps your wok tip top condition. So aye. I'm just going to let that sit, and get nicely coloured. Hope this is looking nice and blurry and out of focus for you. I know you love my out of focus blurred camera work. So the sauce is going to be tomato sauce, malt vinegar, pineapple juice, and the cornflour slurry, and some sugar, a wee bit of sugar. Some folk put tins of sugar in, some folk put Chinese 5-spice in, and all sorts of nonsense. It's just a lovely simple sweet and sour sauce, really simple, really tasty, better than the garbage you get in the jars. And we'll just leave that, just let that cook away. So I was doing riddles the other day there. I don't know if Mrs Tracy, she happened to mention about the price of mince, and aye, Mrs Tracy, it's absolutely shocking. I think I told you a while ago when you mentioned that your dog likes pepperoni pizza that my mum feeds her dog steak mince. That's all it'll bloody eat to be that big. So steak minces flew through the roof, man, and it's not going to end. It's not going to end anytime soon. In fact, it's going to get a whole lot worse. But I noticed that in Lidl's, they now have 2 whole fridges worth of meat-free vegetarian garbage. So maybe last year all you could get for vegetarian folk was Linda McCartney sausages. So basically this is the plan that the folk, the upper echelons that run the world, the globalists, basically their plan is for everybody just to eat vegetables, and before you know it you'll see a full fridge of insects. That's the next thing that's coming. Grasshoppers and cockroaches, that'll be the next thing on the menu. Get a wee bit of colour, a wee bit of time here. Probably take a good 5-10 minutes to get a nice colour on them. But aye, basically the government doesn't, I say the government's got nothing to do with it. The establishment, the upper echelons, the WEF, the World Economic Foundation or whatever they're called, there's folk even above them that really run the show. So they don't want us growing food. I told this to Mr Red, but he wasn't too happy. I think I scared him. I think I scared Mr Red about growing potatoes, to grow potatoes while it's still legal, because before you know it, it'll be illegal to grow your own fruit and veg. Yeah. But aye, that's the plan. The plan's to get us all eating vegetables, to starve, to be obedient, to be silent. But folk are waving flags about as if the world's going to change. It's not going to happen. Things are going to get a whole of a lot worse. Mrs Tracy's already mentioned the old AI at her work. So AI is going to be extremely important in the future. When I say the future, I'm talking the next few months, year, 2 years. Central bank's going to come into operation. We've already got photographic ID identification. We're already getting followed everywhere we go. You go into a shop, you're getting followed. Before you know it, it's going to be 1984. George Orwell told us, everybody thought it was just a good book or a good film, but actually he was telling us what's happening, what we've got in store to look forward to. So hope you're all going to enjoy it. Lucky for me, I quite enjoy vegetables. Whether I want them every meal, I don't know, but that's what the government's got in store for us. I keep saying the government, the establishment, the folk on high. So while they're munching all the good stuff, while they're munching steaks and chops and fish, we'll be munching grasshoppers and cockroaches and a bit of shitey veg. So we've got that to look forward to. I'm also going to put, so once this is ready in here, I'm going to transfer it into another pot because I don't want my wok getting stripped. Oh the goodness, it's pretty easy to build up. And I'm also going to add a chopped tomato. A nicely chopped up tomato. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing Sarge's dish. I'm actually hoping that his mashed potatoes turn out, because I think I've seen about maybe his past 4 or 5 attempts at trying to make mashed potatoes, and they've been really diabolical. Really bad. In fact, one of them he could actually pour. He was able to pour his potatoes onto the plate. If you can pour mashed potatoes onto a plate, there's something far wrong, Sarge. Something seriously wrong there. There we go, we're starting to get a wee bit of colour, see that? Just a wee bit of colour. I say we just want a bit of colour, we don't want to cook these into mush. We want a bit of crispness. And then I'll get the pineapple in. I'll get that into a bowl and then get that into a wee bowl. I'll put it in a mug. I'll separate the juice. That's the juice separated, we're going to use the juice. See a lot of folk making this and they don't use the syrup for the... But I see a lot of folk making sweet and sour and they don't even use pineapple. When I was wee, that was basically sweet and sour sauce. Lovely pineapple. Mrs Trace will love this because she loves a bit of pineapple. Don't know about on a burger right enough. I like it on a pizza. A nice Hawaiian pizza with ham and pineapple is actually really lovely. So we'll just let that cook down a wee bit. I might even pause these because this might take a wee while to get a nice colour on them. But we'll see what happens in over it. A few minutes here, I don't want this to go on for hours. And then once the sauce is ready, I maybe transfer it into another wee pot. Add a bit of chicken. Let that cook for remember the chicken's already cooked. Let that cook for maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes tops. Get some lovely egg fried rice in the microwave. Stick it on a plate, some lovely prawn crackers. That'll be job done. I love the smell of peppers. But I say I would have liked a green pepper in there. I would have liked a red pepper and a green pepper. But you use what's there, don't you? Lovely smell, I love that smell of pepper and onions, absolutely beautiful. Once there's a good bit of colour on them, I'll add the ginger. If you add the finely julienne ginger, it just burns. If you add it too soon, it'll just burn. So I'm really looking forward. I'm really looking forward to Mrs Tracy's cider. I'm a bit of a cider lover. I really enjoy a cider. I'm having a few tonight actually. I really enjoy a cider, so I'm looking forward to see how our wee home brew turns out. Oh, pardon me. Oh, pardon me. I love to hear that sizzle. I love that sizzling noise. Stick the pineapple in as well, shortly. Stick the pineapple in and the ginger shortly. And then as I say, I'll transfer it into another pot. See if I can find a nice shiny pot. I know Two Tier Toes likes a nice shiny pot, so I'll see if I can transfer it into a nice shiny pot for him. You can just let them sit as well, you get a nice colour on them. If you move it about all the time, you don't get that colour, so just let it sit for a wee minute. I actually just watched Charlie Veitch a wee while ago. I love a bit of Charlie Veitch and Fred and the lefties. He just grabbed one of the lefties by the hair and dragged them onto the floor, man, onto the ground. It was absolutely beautiful to watch. I've wanted to do that to that ponytail guy for a long time, and Pigeon knows she went down with him. About 4 of them were fell. He took about 4 of them down and he had a wee snigger, and he loved it. You could just tell Fred absolutely enjoyed every second of dragging them down onto the ground. It was beautiful, beautiful to watch. So I watched him. When I'm eating this, I'll watch the Sarge. And Billy Moore's got a video up as well. I like a bit of Billy Moore. So I'll probably watch him. It's going to be a late night for me tonight. A really late night actually. Yeah, we're starting to get a bit of colour now. Starting to get a bit of colour. I would actually like a shot of Mr. Red's fucking high power gas blower for this, because that's what you need. So I'm going to pause this now. Here's a wee pause now, folks. Right, folks, we're back again. So what we're going to do now is get our pineapple in. And our julienne ginger. Nice and fine as julienne ginger. Lovely and fine. Nice bit of colour on the peppers and the onion. So we'll let this cook a wee minute, and then I'll transfer it into another pot, into a shiny pot, nice shiny pot for Sarge. He loves my shiny pot action. I'm really looking forward to seeing his dish. It sounds lovely. He's making a sauce with it, and he's a good sauce maker. I'm not going to argue with him. He makes a lovely sauce. Dare I say, Mitchie. His sauce is seriously Mitchie. His pork chops look really nice quality chops. You don't get chops like that in Lidl's or Aldi, or you need to go to a butcher for chops of that quality. They look really nice and thick. Mr. Red would even probably be just a bit jealous of these chops. So I'm really looking forward to watching Sarge make his dish, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how he's mashed potatoes turn out. Really looking forward to seeing that. Just keep moving it about. You don't want the ginger to burn. Ginger burns really fast. So this is probably enough for about 6 portions. I'll probably stick some in the freezer. I'll probably give some to my mum. My mother loves my sweet and sour. She loves my sweet and sour sauce. As I say, it freezes really well, so you can just portion it up, stick it in the freezer, and when you fancy a bit of sweet and sour, you don't even need to defrost it. Just stick it in a pot on low, or in the microwave maybe. I just usually stick it in a pot with a lid on low. Once it's defrosted, once it's cooked a wee second, add your pork or your chicken. And usually I make chicken balls, but I just couldn't be bothered. Chicken balls are a bit of a faff, a wee bit of a faff. And this tastes every bit as good. Every bit as good. Believe me. Oh, I love the smell. See that smell? Frying peppers and onions and the pineapple and the ginger, absolutely beautiful. Aromatic, as they say. What you find a lot of folk doing with sweet and sour sauces as well is they run it through a sieve. So they actually throw all that away and just keep the saucy bit. So that doesn't really make any sense to me. I like to have all the vegetables, the peppers and onions, pineapple, the ginger. I like to have all that on the plate with the chicken and the sauce and the lovely rice. That smells absolutely beautiful. Hope this is out of focus enough for these. I'm trying my best to get it really out of focus. I know you love me out of focus stuff. I say, you'll not find anybody on YouTube with out of focus camera work anywhere near my standard. It just doesn't happen. So you are truly blessed with my camera work. Right, so I think what we're going to do now is transfer it into another pot. So I'm going to pause these folks. Right folks, we've transferred it into another pot, and I don't think you're going to have as good a view in this pot, sadly, but you'll just have to put up with it. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add my pineapple syrup. Right, that's the pineapple syrup for the can of pineapple chunks gone in. And we'll give them a wee stir about. And the rest of it I just judge the rest. So what we're going to do now is add tomato ketchup. This is Mr. Red's favourite part. Mr. Red loves ketchup. The kid's only Disney, but he loves the stuff. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, say about 7. Say about 7 or 8 about 7 or 8 chef spoons of ketchup. Right? We'll give that a wee stir through it, and it already smells bloody lovely. I'm not going to lie, it smells bloody lovely. Give that a wee mix. Right? So that's actually about half a bottle of tomato ketchup. Use the old batch stuff. Lidl's. Tomato sauce is tomato sauce to me, to be honest. I know there's tomato sauce snobs out there that only have Heinz, but the two of them just taste the exact same to me. Right. So now what we're going to do is go in with about half the amount of vinegar is what I used ketchup. 1, 2, 3, in fact I'll go 5. We'll go 5 nice chef spoons of malt vinegar. Just your bog standard malt vinegar. And you can see that's made it a bit runny, but don't worry about that. This is, oh, it smells beautiful. It smells absolutely lovely. Really, really nice. Really, really, really nice. And to that, I'm going to add 2 heaped tablespoons of sugar. Just your everyday sugar. I will be tasting this just to check flavour. Always taste your food. Always get a wee taste. Nice bit of colour on that pepper. See, that's what you want, a bit of colour. As I say, you don't want your veggies like mush. You want a bit of crispness, you want a crunch. I like to get a bit of crunch from my pepper. Right, so we'll just let that come up to heat. We'll let that come up to heat. Over here I'm going to slice up a tomato. Yep. And I'm going to add that. Oh, it smells amazing. I love the tangy, see that tangy flavour you get from sweet and sour sauce? I love that tang. It's just so moreish. That's starting to heat up a bit now. I'll add the tomatoes once I get this thickened up a wee bit. Get in with the old spoon, get another wee stir. As I say, this will do about between, I'd say 4. This is enough for about 4 or 5 servings. So what I'm going to do now that that's kind of coming up to temperature, you can see it kind of bubbling, I'm going to get my corn flour. This is basically two teaspoons of corn flour in a wee bit of water. So we'll just pour that in. There you go. Just sling that wee tub in the sink. Just kind of, you can see it's kind of changing colour. This is the only thing I don't like about corn flour. Some folk call it cornstarch. But this is the only thing I don't like about it. It lightens your sauce, but there's a wee trick to that. I'll show you. And if you've got arrowroot, use arrowroot because it doesn't change the colour of your sauce. Use arrowroot or even potato starch. I'm not sure about potato starch, it might change the colour. But corn flour definitely changes the colour. So we'll just leave that a wee minute. Oh, it smells beautiful. It really does smell beautiful. A bit of black colour on the peppers there. I like a bit of charring on the peppers. Right, so that's coming up to heat again, up to temperature. So we'll get in again with the wee spoon, and it should start to thicken up. And I'm actually dying to see Sal's make his mashed potatoes. I can't wait to see his mashed potatoes. So I'll be a wee swatch in there. Just let that bubble away for a wee second. And then I'll throw in my just one single tomato sliced up into like eighths. I think you would say eighths. Halved, quartered, and then halved again, or something like that. It's starting to thicken up nicely. You can see that's thickening up. Still a wee bit runny, but it'll get there. Quite like this wee pot. It's great for making a curry in this wee pot. I think I made my curried beans in this wee pot when I made my curried beans, which were absolutely bloody delicious. And my mother actually, she's asked me to make them again. Right, what I'm going to do now is add my tomatoes. And there you go. And that, folks, is pretty much it. It's not got too much more to do. Apart from I'll show you a wee trick to get the colour kind of back to a kind of rich colour. You know, the colour doesn't really bother me too much. It's about the flavour. I'm going to give this a wee taste. What I did forget is, if I can find it, is it? Can I find it? What is it? So a wee scoosh of this adds a bit of spice. not too much. Just want maybe a tablespoon. That'll do it. And it gives it a really nice bit of kind of chilli heat to it. Really adds to it, really adds to it. I'm not putting any chilies in or any chilli flakes or anything like that. This is a sweet and sour, we're not making a curry. Right, so what we're going to do now is add some dark soy, and that helps bring the rich kind of dark colour back. See that already? See that? Absolutely beautiful. See the smell for this? Got all that pineapple, peppers, onions, ginger, fresh ginger. Absolutely beautiful. Just let that bubble away for a minute. And what I'll do next is I'll get another pot, probably a less shiny pot. I'll add 3 or 4 tablespoons of this into the pot with some chicken. Let that cook for a wee couple of minutes. Get some rice in the microwave, a few prawn crackers on the side, and then I'm going to go and enjoy Sargie's pork chop dish with hopefully some spectacular mashed potatoes. That's looking bloody lovely. Absolutely lovely. Oh, the smell's amazing. I love the smell you get for this. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. If you look in the pot. My sauces are here. My soy sauce, my white soy sauce, my dark soy sauce, all the sauces. As I say, you could probably add a few of the, I like the pickled jalapenos in the jar. You could probably add a couple of them if you really wanted a bit of chilliness, but that wee bit of sauce, that wee bit of chilli sauce, really adds a really nice flavour and a bit of heat. Right, that's thickened up lovely. Right folks, what I'm going to do now is transfer the pot yet again. Aye, into another pot. Better believe it, that's how wacky I am. If I can get the button pressed. Right folks, so I've transferred it into a smaller pot. I'm going to add another wee bit of sauce to that. I've added a wee bit of sauce, I've added the chicken. So now, it's just a case of letting that cook for a wee minute. See if I can find the lid. There's a lid there. Look at that. I'm going to stick the lid on it and turn the heat down to low. Absolutely beautiful sauce, beautiful. So when I come back, we should be plating up. Right folks, we're back again. That's it nearly ready. Looks bloody beautiful, smells amazing. So what I'm going to do now get some rice in the microwave. I'll get some rice in the microwave and I'll plate up a wee plate. Right folks, that's us plated up. Got to have prawn crackers with a Chinese. Got to have prawn crackers with a Chinese. It's a must have. There's the sweet and sour. Wee bit of spring onion garnish. There's that knockout egg fried rice. Absolutely amazing. Really beautiful. But the sweet and sour chicken, there's the chicken. Lovely pineapple, tomato, peppers, ginger. All the flavours of the Orient. So right, I'm going to go and enjoy watching Sarge making his chops and sauce, and let's hope he makes a decent bit of mashed potatoes for a change. So aye folks, have a good one, have a good Saturday morning, or Sunday morning should I say, and I'll catch you on the next one. Aye.